I've been on here talking to her since like 7:40. Like, I've been on here talking to her since like 7:40. Yeah, that shit is. But it's very refreshing. You know what I'm saying? It's very
Shit.
refreshing.
Yeah. This is the first time I booted up this computer since I've been back, so it took long as fuck.
I was about to ask you that if it was the first time you turned it on, because I know it's
Yep.
You
I know
need
it did that the last time you was on. Like you was like, this shit taking forever. I was like, damn.
a rap on a chili.
What the fuck? And this is going to be very interesting tonight. I can tell you that now. This is going to be very interesting. Oh
It
my
sure
gosh,
is.
man. Yo, you know what's
Gotta-
crazy? We're going to get into it in a minute, but I know y'all seen the Mount Rushmore posts and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wish people would, like Mojo said something that made perfect sense last episode. I really wish people would stop trying to make lists and shit like that for stuff like that, because
Yeah.
once you come to the conclusion that it's subjective, you know what I'm saying, and you're never gonna have a consensus agreement on any of this. Nobody's ever gonna. You could be in a room with 10 people, 9 people might be like, yeah. That 10th person is gonna be like, nah,
Well,
I don't agree with that.
if you set the parameters ahead of time and it's
Let's
actually
do it for the pod.
measurable,
Let's do it for the pod. Hold on.
it's recording.
Oh, it is? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
My bad.
This nigga,
Sorry.
that big ass recording up in the corner, you don't see that?
Sorry. Doesn't it usually go, it's now recording?
No,
Doesn't
that's Zoom, motherfucker.
Nah, that's Zoom, cuz. What you talking about?
Sorry.
But yeah, if you set like measurable parameters, that's one
Right.
thing. Like, record sales. Okay, now not every like greatest of all time should just be based on sales. But
Right.
the problem is there's even a lot of the parameters that would make sense to incorporate for greatest rapper of all time, they're subjective. Like, best bars. It's like, okay, well, I might be like, okay, well, that put Big L on for me, but everybody else might be like, yo, Big L simple as hell, and it's like, but maybe that's just me.
Right. That's real shit.
Yeah, so like, there's a lot of those things. Like, there are some where it's like, okay, these are measurable. We can track this. So that's a solidified parameter. But yeah, even when you invoke the parameters, you set them ahead of time. There's just no way to incorporate all of the parameters that you need to and have them all be like truly measurable.
That's real
Unless
shit.
you just invoke like bitch ass motherfucker and be like somebody's like, oh no, fuck Big L, and you're like, you're a bitch, and
That's bitches.
like
yeah.
that's the end of the argument.
Yeah, you a bitch. That's a good way to end the argument, right there. Like,
Exactly. Like if we all had like a consensus agreement that the moment it's like you're a bitch, and then there's somebody that will reinforce it and be like, I second that.
yes.
Then at that point, then we might be able to have a conversation.
I think he's a bitch. All in agreement, say aye.
Yeah.
God.
Sure
Yeah.
are a bitch.
Yes, you feel me, sir? It has been unanimously decided that you are indeed a bitch. Uh-oh, what the hell is that?
I'm hoping that I'm alive for the point in time when we're all like, you know what, this is dumb, and everybody's like, yeah, let's just listen to music instead. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I hope I'm alive for that, because at that point I think there will be a mass like togetherness type of thing we'll experience. Everybody's like, you know what? This was so dumb. Why were we fighting in the first place?
And one of the craziest things about music to me, like just as far as like judgment of music, it's one of the only art forms where people won't like flat out just say that art is subjective.
Right.
Like,
you said about rap?
Yeah, well, just music in general.
Music, period.
Yeah, like, people say it about, just painting, like art.
Right.
People even say it about movies. It's like, okay, well, yeah, film is subjective and, stylistic and all this crap. But when it comes to music, it's like, you're looking at a painting and it's like, oh, well, I think this, and art is subjective. And then you're like, but that song's trash, son.
Art is subjective, but that's trash. That's trash.
I think it's different when you're dealing with visuals versus audio, because audio causes you to actually use your imagination. Whereas when you're looking at art, it's like, oh, this looks like this. But when it comes to like, oh, this feels like this, I think it's just a little bit more powerful. Way more powerful. And so that creates that like hardcore, no, this is trash versus this is the best song I've ever heard. That right there is the reason why I love making beats in comparison to writing raps. A feeling is so strong. A feeling is so strong in comparison to what you can compare to what you see visually.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. And I mean, that's the thing. As a filmmaker and a beat maker and a rapper, like I've been able to explore a lot of the mediums. And it's, you know, that's it's dope that you can give that creativity in different fashions, but just as much as like, you know, so Mojo, in talking to another beat maker, like you can put like a very small element, even a faded element into the background, but have it completely change up your track.
Right. The texture
you can do the exactly. You can do the exact same thing in film. You can do the exact same thing in artists, because, you know, as you know, I draw too. You can do the exact same thing in a visual art form, but it's just like, oh, well, I see a donkey. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I see a donkey.
That right there is up for like comparison and depiction and stuff like that. Just a feeling, though, you can't refute that. You can't argue a feeling because somebody else can't feel the same thing that you do. And it's the wildest thing to try to understand.
See, and that's why I just go around this like really everybody I see, and I'm gonna make you feel it. And like that
what the fuck? What the fuck is happening right now?
I wanted to
you don't never need to go on vacation again. Wait,
I don't never need to go on vacation based on Mojo. I said it just for that face.
Oh shit, yo, I'm dead, yo. That shit is fucking crazy. Oh my god, I think P's having some
that's
technological
like when
issues.
Suge was like, that's when Suge was like, I'm gonna change you, Eric.
Yeah. Don't make me change you, Eric. Change me into what? Motherfucker?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Sugar?
What are you trying to change me into, cuz?
He said sugar.
Yeah. Sugar? Like, first of all, you a big 6'9", 370-pound motherfucker named Suge. Like,
maybe you should have been in the videos.
Dancing. Instead of coming to death row.
Oh my god.
Yo, I'm bugging, man. Yo, look, let's get this shit started. I'm pretty sure P will work out his internet issues and get with us in a minute. But y'all already know, if y'all been here before, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who we are, and y'all know that we flyer than everybody.
I'm flyer than everybody. Everybody on cloud 9, higher than everybody. We stepping out on the town, we sliding every party.
Yes, indeedy. Salute the Eat a Mad Assassin. Pantha Politix Podcast alumni family, always, always, always. You might see him again soon. I just talked to him the other day. Y'all might see him again soon. I got some wild shit going on over there. I'm trying to roll this joint, but I got this shit here to add to it. This makes me look like a fucking crackhead, but like I got this shit here to add to it. It's super strong. I'm about to be high as fuck tonight.
Is that distillate or CO2 oil?
Distillate, yeah.
Ooh. Distillate, you can get a little bit more flavor out of it.
Oh yeah, this shit tastes like pineapple. It's delicious.
Yep. Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, my bad. I'm on some weed head shit right now. Welcome to the party, y'all. Glad y'all made it. Y'all already know what it is. Pantha Politix Podcast. We are back in the building. As soon as P7 work out his internet issues, it'll be the first time we had all four of us in here in a little bit. So glad to have the squad back together. And we got a special treat in store for y'all tonight. I hope y'all ready. Y'all know who I am. I shouldn't have to tell you, but I'm going to anyway because I'm a nice guy. Seven Da Pantha, aka the Carolina Hurricane, Ridiculous Slang, aka your baby mama's favorite rapper, aka Pod Strickland, if you're getting the point. And of course, you already know I brought the squad with me. I'll just say it in the order they showed up. Master Elicit, welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to have you, brother. Glad to have you.
I am glad to be here.
You know I'm about to do it. You know I'm
And you know what my answer is.
You know I'm about to. Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, know that we all say the work is the work, and we here for the work, and we working and we working and we working. But every now and then, when people are working, they have to take a vacation. Well, I'll just say that Monster has officially made it plain for me that everybody's not necessarily built for vacation. Salute to my man Double XL while I'm on the topic, but everybody's not built for vacation. So, Monster, how was your vacation, brother?
I always knew that me and Dub were like complete opposites, but I didn't know how like opposite we were. Like I've always been like a grunt. I like that. That's why the monster is the monster. Like the mission is the mission,
Right.
and after that mission is done, it's just on to the next one. So I've always just worked, and the vacation wasn't even my idea, and that's the worst of it. So now I'm just like, you bitches, you did this to me. But
You bitches.
yeah,
Bitches.
it was the definition of some bullshit. And yeah, I've come to the conclusion that like, yeah, I'm not built not to work. So I'm gonna just work and then die. And the monster always come back again. So even after that, I'm gonna work some more.
Hey, the job is never done, brother. The job is never done. But you have officially inspired me to say, fuck vacation. I got too much work to do. It's all good. I got too much work to do.
Yeah, that shit ain't never happening again.
Mojo Barnes. Mojo Barnes. What's going on, brother? I got to ask you.
Not much.
I'm going to warn y'all. I'm about to warn everybody right now before we get this. Mojo's drunk right now. Okay. As fuck right now. And he's smoking weed too, so this is going to be very interesting. I don't even know if we're going to do high notes tonight or not. I guess we'll see.
No, we definitely doing high notes. We can't not do high notes.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Yo. Oh, so check the tech.
Okay.
I was asking y'all before I dropped the
hi to you too. Music.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. There's a lot of Mount Rushmore shit going around right now. I was gonna load them up to put them on the screen, but I don't really think I should give them that much more light. There's some very questionable shit going on right now. I'm gonna start here, because this one probably troubled my spirit the most. First of all, the Mount Rushmore of female MCs has 5 heads on it. First of all, I think they missed the concept of Mount Rushmore. I think they missed the concept. Now, here's my thing.
There was like, there's a tie.
Is that MC Light? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So there's Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, and MC Light. Now, I have a lot of problems with this list. Yeah. A lot of problems. A lot of problems. But what do y'all think?
I think this is fine. I think if we remove Queen Latifah, we're good.
Oh, but you know what's crazy? I know why you're saying that, but if we do that, we got to remove Lil' Kim too. You know, Biggie wrote her whole first album, right?
Let's just get rid of it and make way for like a highway. Let's not even talk about it. Let's just make way for a highway and a super mall, and I think we're good.
So
I'm gonna die. Okay. Shit.
Like I said, and it's kind of like we were talking about at the very beginning. It comes down to the parameters of things. So, writing your own bars, yeah. Like me personally, if you ain't doing that, then it kind of takes you out the list. But if you're using all the other parameters with it, then it's like, okay, like you still sold it. You still, like you were the one that delivered it, and putting those bars with somebody else, it might not have come off like that.
True.
So, I mean, kind of devil's advocate to a point. But yeah, it's rough. But, you could say kind of the exact opposite of Nicki. Or not Nicki. Was it Nicki that was on the list? Who was the fifth one?
Yeah, Nicki's on the list. MC Light's on the list. Lil Kim, Missy, and Queen Latifah.
Okay. What's her name that I'm thinking of though? It's not Nicki Minaj. It's the other the big female rapper right now. She's supposed to have an album coming out soon.
Talking about Cardi?
Cardi, thank you.
Okay.
Like, you know, everybody says that Cardi's like, you know, the best female rapper of, you know, this decade or whatever. And it's like, okay, she, like, if you're talking about impact, very, very possible. And she writes her own bars, but she also only has one album.
Oh,
that's what, man. And I hate to say this. That
words.
Mount Rushmore. Say that again.
I got 2 words. Partisan Fontaine, the individual that the individual who actually wrote Cardi B's album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem, because there are women who write their own raps who are amazing at it. That Mount Rushmore is an impact Mount Rushmore. That is not strictly just a bars Mount Rushmore like some of the other ones that we've seen before. That's like a who's influenced me the most, who has sold more records, not the overall impact of the actual artistry. Yeah. I think a few of those artists on there are well deserving to be on that list. However, given the opinions, I'm like, that's just an influence one. That's just an influence Mount Rushmore. But I don't think people know the difference.
No, and you're absolutely right. And that's the crazy thing, because like, I know, you know, that, you know, MC Light, like, you had to take a look at the picture. But the thing is, like, if you show that to a lot of people living today, they don't know who that is just by the face. But she is probably the one that should be on there the most.
Absolutely.
With Nicki as a very, like, you know, close second. Like, I'm never gonna take away from the impact of Nicki Minaj.
Right. And she writes her own shit.
Yeah, or anything else that she's done. Like, she kills in everything that she does. Mm-hmm. But MC Light is a legend. And it's like, so yeah, like, arguably, but for me, like, she's the one that, like, absolutely no question about, but nobody knows who she is. As far as just like looking at the picture and being like, oh, who's that? So, yeah, that's wild.
But that's okay. That's okay, because she can still be up there, and it, you know, it'll stand the test of time.
Yeah, and hopefully it inspires some people to go and listen to some shit.
And that's what we want.
Now, I will say this: there's something that there's something to be said for, like Monster was saying, that me as an MC take away from people who don't write their own bars. You know what I'm saying? But when I think about it from a more standardized viewpoint, okay, boom. These people who are listening, who are going to be the ones who, most of the people who are going to be designing these lists for these magazines and so forth and so on, they're not artists. Most of them aren't. And more importantly, most of them don't give a fuck if the person write it or not. They just want to hear a good song. You know what I'm saying? Edom Assassin feels the same way. You know what I'm saying? Now, he does feel like, as far as, you know, I'm gonna feel some type of way if we doing a song or whatever, and I find out you ain't right, you should have, like, yeah, he feels some type of way about it, but not so much to the degree like we feel like I'm taking points away because you ain't right. You know what I mean? So I feel like when I was Nicki Minaj was on Monster with Jay-Z, Kanye West, Rick Ross, all of them, and she absolutely mopped them, every single one of them. She mopped all of them, and she wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Lil Kim, she ain't write it, but she's, when you think about the Benjamins, wanna rumble with the B, huh? Put a hex on the whole fat dog. That's one of my favorite parts of the whole fucking record. You know what I'm saying? So I love that shit, but at the same time, when I talk about a Mount Rushmore, I have to detract points because I know you ain't write it. The thing that irks me the most is you put Kim in that spot. You could have put Fox in that spot, because Fox, after the beginning, after the very beginning, she wrote all that shit after that. What Foxy at? Foxy gets so disrespected in this whole thing.
That's true. And I wonder if that's because she just didn't have the same appeal as Lil' Kim did.
And you know why that I hate to be the one to say it, but the reason why the appeal was different is because she was dark and Kim was bright. like let's be honest, that's what it really came down to. And then not only that, but Kim was associated with Big, and at the time Fox was associated with Jay, and Jay was a gold selling artist at the time. He hadn't gone platinum yet. Big was the biggest rapper in fucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's a difference in the association as well. So I mean, that does make a difference. But I ain't super mad at it. I'm personally am me because I look at it from a bar standpoint. I take Missy the fuck off this list. I mean, I love Missy, but we talking bar for bar. I mean, everybody up here rap her under the fucking table. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
waiting for the choreography.
Like I could put 20. I could give you a list of 20 female MCs that ain't never had a record deal that are rapping this deal on the table. She's a great songwriter, not a great rapper. There's a difference. But yeah, I mean,
she's
I don't
also
know.
a great artist.
Great artist,
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's more entertainment with Missy than it is the bars.
Facts. Now this is the one that was much more interesting to me. The Mount Rushmore of white rappers.
Oh my god, bro! Immediate disdain.
Come on, buddy.
I couldn't wait for this shit. Oh my god. So we got Eminem,
Of course.
Mac Miller, Paul Wall, and Russ.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer. Hold on, Monster. My bad. I'm gonna put a disclaimer. When I first saw this picture, it was not this picture. Logic was where Mac Miller is. Yeah. So that's the one that I saw.
Logic is disqualified because you ain't really white.
Right.
and you go out your way to prove it. To try to prove it. So you can't be on that one.
All right.
I think it's almost funnier to have him on it though. Just be like, take that.
Wait a second.
It is. Oh my goodness. Yo, so I don't know what y'all think about the like who's your we can roll through this quick so we can get to the to what we
can we not spend too much time on the whites?
No doubt. Oh man.
I'll give my perspective because it's very brave. I am okay with this. Asher Roth is an interesting choice just because I don't know a lot of people who are like, I fuck with Asher Roth. But at the same time,
anybody.
I think that Asher Roth is an okay lyricist because you can tell that it's not just some sort of appeal to try to sell. He's actually just trying to spit. And that I can appreciate, but that's it.
I feel it. Monster, please, by all means. Proceed.
They would have saved a lot of the environment if they had just made it one face. Like you cleared out a whole bunch of trees for some trash. Now, I don't mind saying, aside from Elm, I haven't heard a whole lot from any of these motherfuckers. When it comes to homeboy that's right next to Elm, the one that took
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller. Was he a rapper?
Yeah.
Yes,
Max
he was.
I know he raps.
Influence.
Oh yeah, he's a rapper. Big L's one of his favorite rappers too. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, Mac a rap.
I mean, the white people all start to look the same. So maybe I'm thinking somebody else. But I know that there's an artist out there that has rapped here and there, but then also done like the poppy shit. And
oh yeah.
So it's like
I think you might be Post Malone you thinking about, maybe.
Could be. He white too.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to them. Yeah, if you put your face on the album cover and you white, I'm like, skip.
Oh, I know what you're about to do.
Yeah, I'm like,
this is about to be some bull.
And Dre garbage. Dre put his word on him, so I was like, I'll give you a chance. And I was happy I did. Everybody else, I'm like, nope.
Passing.
So yeah, that's my take. I save the tree.
The only
that's
thing. The only thing I got for it is I think the thing that disturbs me the most about this whole thing is that not a single person that I've heard discuss this, a single person that has made an alternate list, has mentioned RA the Rugged Man. You know what I'm saying? Like that bothers me that nobody's mentioned RA the Rugged Man.
That's an influence Mount Rushmore. It's an influence Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one of those influence Mount Rushmore because Paul Wall ain't got bars like that.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, if you talk about M and RA, you just talk about them as rappers, not white rappers. People stop talking about M as a white rapper until they start talking about white rappers. And then RA is the same thing. They talk about him as a rapper until the conversation of a white rapper gets brought up. And then, you know, he'll get tossed in somewhere. Everybody else, the only time that they get talked about is when they talk about white rappers.
Right.
So what what the fuck? But I mean, you know,
RA
is in my top 5, so I agree with you wholeheartedly. But it's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know why this list was created. Now I'm just angry.
It's funny. I think I'm gonna just say this because you know how a lot of people feel about the term female rapper. I know a few people who are like, I hate that phrase. I hate that terminology. I think that white rapper is like in the same vein right now. Oh, you're a white rapper.
See, now that's an interesting dichotomy though, because I think they hate the term female rapper because it's like, okay, it's differentiating. You're not giving them, you know, their proper due comparatively to male rappers.
Okay.
But when you're talking about white rappers, they just don't like it because they're bad.
Regardless if you found it, you lost. It's just a little food for thought. To the food for thought. For the annals of the battles I fought.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold up. All right. My bad.
Damn.
My bad.
I got so angry that he played me off the stage, bro.
I fucked that up, my bad. Shit.
That threw me
my bad, yo. That just threw me for a loop, man. It threw me for a loop.
He was like, this motherfucker ain't gonna stop. Started playing the exit music like I was accepting the Grammy.
Wrap it up.
Yo, nah, this is wild. I only got one other note real quick. Mixtape Mount Rushmore. Y'all ain't got Joe Budden on there. Y'all are bugging the fuck out. But anyway, I know it's getting late. Time is ticking right now. And we got a very special guest with us. I really thought there was gonna be all 4 of us here. Fuck, T in that damn internet. But anyway, as y'all know, we said it before. I am a humongous true crime fan. I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts, way more than I listen to music podcasts, because most of y'all motherfuckers talking about music don't know what the fuck y'all talking about anyway. But I stumbled on one particular podcast, and I know we had one of my other new favorite podcasts on last time. Salute to Tiffany and Willie of Melanin Mysteries podcast. But tonight, one of my favorite storytellers. Listen to me. When I tell you, I'm a fan of Slick Rick storytelling. You feel me? Dacia Jones storytelling, Biggie Small storytelling, Andre Benjamin storytelling. So when you tell me a story, you better be able to tell it. Cool G Rap storytelling. When I talk about somebody that can tell a story and paint all the pictures on the outside and then color that bitch in for you and make you be like, wow, I never knew that existed.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, all the way live. Straight out of ATL, Georgia. Hey, man, listen. Your favorite country girl.
Pushing it.
Representing Melanin Mayhem Podcast, who just had their 1-year anniversary. Salute. We about to get to it. Pod to pod, Renee Davis is here.
Regardless if you found it, you lost. It's just a little food for thought. To the food for thought. For the annals of the battles I fought. I'm giving y'all this food for thought. To the food for thought. Yeah. Just some food for thought.
I don't know what's happening right
now. Rubbing salt in the wound. Remember when we had to cut you off, boy?
Now you know where we were supposed to put that. Now it's just gonna be silence. Don't talk.
Yo, what happened? Hold on, something's wrong. Oh no!
Oh man!
Oh no!
Nah, she's just making a fashionable. She's just making a fashionable entrance.
Right. It's just dark. I heard her, but I don't see anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm upset right now.
Hello.
I'm here.
I hear you.
Oh, bro, the crazy thing is the whole thing she said on her podcast was they do videos, so y'all gonna be able to see me. And right now, I can't see it.
Man,
That's crazy. I can see you backstage.
Okay, well now it popped up.
camera.
Okay, something popped up. Yeah, like that was.
Were you seeing her when she was backstage?
Yeah, I can still see her backstage.
Oh,
My
yeah.
camera
You
just
can
not
still.
moving.
Wow, that's crazy.
Should you try and put her backstage and then bring her out again?
Yeah, I'm on it right now. Let me see. Okay, let me see something here. That's weird. All right, boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so you know what we'll do. We will leave and come back.
Okay, that might do it right there. That might do it right there. Now,
So, screen for me.
y'all already know Pantha Politix Podcast. We don't edit nothing. So that intro was fly, but there's some crazy shit that
It was
happened after.
fly as
But we gonna
fuck.
leave it right here.
Yes, we should. Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Are you gonna do the version where we cut off monster?
Like,
Let me try this. Hold on.
bruh.
Okay, hold up. Now you might have to come back to the whole thing if I do this, but I think it'll work. Hold
Okay.
on.
If you,
Boom.
yeah, refresh.
Yeah, just start it over and come back. But yeah, like Melanin Mayhem yo, dog, listen to me. Y'all about to hear. Y'all heard her talk just now. Yo, her voice is dope. The way she tells the story is dope. If you know anybody from the South and you've heard them animated and telling a story and really in a groove and mixing in just enough of that southern slang to spice it. Oh man, yeah, y'all gonna enjoy it. So y'all should definitely check out Melanin Mayhem Podcast. I'm really glad I stumbled on this show. No
And we are
disrespect
going to
to
do
none of the
other
other
pods that, we are going to do other pods that aren't like true crime. And I know you were talking about like for a split second being like maybe we should put one in between. But yeah, like you don't pass up Renee when she says she's available.
She's
Why,
here.
Mojo wants to see him. There we go. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Mojo.
I'm coming to see you, Mojo. I'm here, y'all. And that was like the dopest ass intro, man. You can intro me anytime, anywhere. Like, yeah.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Pantha Politix Podcast. We are very happy to have you.
Man,
Hey,
even
y'all,
your
the country girl
background
is
fly.
here.
Yeah, the painting in the back. You want to tell us who the artist is that did the painting in the back?
Yeah, I'll tell you something. I'm cheap. That's a Temu special
It's fire.
with some cute ass lights strung around it. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
like to
no.
have some visuals when I'm doing what I do. You know, my atmosphere. I got my candles lit and shit.
No doubt. That's what's up. Now tell me, I already said from Atlanta, but I can't tell you a story like you can. So tell us a little bit about who Renee Davis is.
Oh my God, she's so many things. She's a brand new empty nester that's trying to figure out what's next, what we fixing to do now that I'm not full-time mama and gotta work and do all these with the kids and shit, you know, doing what you gotta do to raise them up to be respectable, productive citizens, you know. That shit's over. So now I don't know. I told him I'm finna go in my whole season.
Oh my
Atlanta
goodness.
in the summertime is a wonderful place, honey. It's jogging suit season. Y'all niggas got them jogging pants on there? Woo. Yes.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh my God. He's like, I'm uncomfortable. So I gotta know. Oh, you know what, Mojo? I'm not gonna do you like this, Mojo. I'm not
No, this is fine. This is fine. No.
There you go, man. Yeah, man. I'll put it back up in a minute, but I want to get at least for a minute, just so you're not there. I felt bad. I looked at the screen and I was like, damn.
No,
Yeah, he said Mojo just covered up.
What's good, bro?
It worked. The little social media thing's up.
All right, cool.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Now tell me, Miss Renee, you gotta tell me. Because I told Tiffany and Willie the same thing. I felt like a weirdo because I was a black guy who was in true crime. So tell me, what brought you to the true crime tape?
I love anything that has to do with crimes, drugs. If there's a detective and somebody got arrested and there's a case, I'm into that shit. And add to that it's actually happened. This is some real shit. Man, you can't. Some of this stuff that I find, you can't make that shit up. I mean, truth is stranger than fiction, right? And I don't
Factual.
know. I come from an era where when I was coming up, it was always beware of the man in the white van, right? Beware of the man in the white van. He was gonna get you. Well, coming up
Shit,
in
the
the
man in the
hood,
white
the
van
man in the
still gonna
white
get
van, right, true, but the man in the white van, he wasn't gonna be white. That van might have been white, but his ass wasn't gonna be white. You know what I'm saying?
you. Better
Because
believe it.
that's an anomaly in the hood. You stick out like a sore thumb, so everybody eyes on you. But a nigga that's in driving a white van, that's driving an cream truck, we run up to that motherfucking, yeah, get in, walk in, do all that, and then next thing you know, we got Atlanta child murders.
Ta-da! I'm so glad you said that. We're gonna
I
get to
just
that
wanted
later.
an ice cream sandwich.
We're gonna get to
I'm
that
just
later because
saying, I'm just saying,
you
Mr.
said
Ice
something on
Cream.
the pod. You said something on the pod about that, and as soon as you said that, I said, if we ever get her on this podcast, me and her gonna talk about that. But
Okay, let's talk
yeah,
about it. That's what I
I feel
do.
it. So I know we was chopping it up a little bit before the pod started. But I want you. So I asked Renee. I said, so I mean, it's been a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, congratulations on the year, by the way. Happy anniversary. Um,
Oh, yeah.
but I gotta ask, like, of course, everybody and their mama got a podcast right now. Sure. But it's very few people who like I always wonder what makes a person decide to say, "Oh, yo, I'm about to turn this mic on and talk and see what happens." So, I mean, what kind of was the inspiration to make you say, "You know what? Let me give it a shot."
That's a good question. It was kind of a combination of things. Most of my adult working life, I've always been told I had a good voice. I should do something with my voice. So I've done some hosting. I do a lot of facilitating when I was in corporate America. So I was always in front of a crowd. I'm very cool standing in front of a crowd. You know what I mean? But like I told you, raising kids and trying to figure out that kind of life and what that was, I didn't have time to focus on pursuing something with my voice. Now
Right.
that I have the time, I'm with it. Add to that, I love true crime. I wanted to my foray to be into it to be something that was natural, something that I don't mind talking about a lot, that I can get amped about. And true crime is it, all things black,
Gotcha.
let's give it a black spin because there are a plethora of white true crime genres. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah.
hundreds of them. You scroll through Spotify and that's all you see. So, but the black true crime space, little tiny little corner over in on the side. And what killer is when I first started, I used to start by saying, "Can you name me 3 serial killers?" Chances are you're gonna name me 3 white serial killers, Dahmer. You know what I'm saying? But can you name me 3 black serial killers? Oh, black folks don't do that. Bullshit. Yes, the fuck we do. So you know what?
Yes, the fuck we
Here's
do.
my niche. Let me tell you some shit. Let me tell you about it because that is a myth in our community. We be watching the news. Whatever the crime was, the first thing out of our mouth is whether or not you think somebody black did. Come on now.
I mean, it wasn't just a joke when people was like, "I knew the DC snipers were black. They took the weekend off." Hey, nigga, I thought the same shit. Like I was thinking, I was like, "That's gotta be a nigga." The white boy, if he start killing, he killing all week long. Ain't gonna be no weekend off. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel you on that shit. Absolutely. Yes.
That's it's to our detriment, thinking that there are things that we don't do, and we've been out here getting fucked up for a very long. I'm just saying, we're not priority
Yes.
a lot of times,
Yes. I
when it
think.
comes to the investigations and of what also, if we don't start looking out for ourselves, they hunting us, man. There's some really bad people out here in this world that are hunting the good people that just believe everybody's good and we don't do that type of thing, and they are taking that shit and using it to their advantage and they're fucking us up. Have y'all seen like the missing list? Like when we were coming up there on a
Oh
milk
yeah.
carton. That shit, it's
Hmm.
just on the internet now. It's a gang of them hoes. If you go to Walmart, they're right
Scroll,
there on the wall
scroll,
in our customer
scroll.
service area. Like it's a lot of people that are just gone. I'm telling you,
MIA.
serial
MIA.
offenders. They out here. So we got to start thinking about it because ain't nobody going to do it for us. If we are not up on game, till it's you or somebody you love, you know what I'm saying, that done got snatched up. And the police are like, okay, yeah, ain't no pattern, ain't nothing happening here. They just gone.
But it just happened next door, like 2 weeks ago. Oh no! It was a totally different thing. No, but it
If
was.
you knew
Never
that
mind.
it happened a block over, you know what I'm saying? You might not know. These days, we're not as friendly with our neighbors as we used to be when we were coming up. You know what I'm saying? Do you know the people who stay 2 streets over from you?
Fuck
Depends on which
no.
direction you go. Depends on which direction
Exactly.
you go. But
I have no
Can I ask
interest
you a
in that.
question
I
to
just met
build
the
on
broad
something?
next door. What's up?
Can I ask a question to build on something that Renee said?
oh yeah, for sure,
Sure.
absolutely.
So you were talking about the white true crime podcast, and I ain't gonna lie, like I'm interested in true crime, but I was never able to get into a lot of podcasts because the white true crime podcast, like they're drier than their chicken. Like they can't tell a story. So with that, white chicken, that's dry. You guys have heard me say it before.
I like
Salt and pepper ain't a seasoning. But so the reason I bring it up is because you have just a like not only just an amazing voice, but you tell a story so well. Like you are just, as Seven said during the introduction, like you are just an immaculate storyteller. Does that come natural, or while you're building the episode, are you kind of building the story as it goes? Because like either way, it's working, my God, but it's just not many people can tell a story like you.
Well, I want it to be like I'm talking to my homegirl. You know, if I'm calling her and I'm about to tell her some shit that done went down, that's how I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna say, well, so and so was arrested the other day and they were incarcerated and maybe the charge will be. No, bitch, do you know what the fuck just went down, bitch? You ain't gonna believe this shit. The best stories in the South, that's how they start. You ain't gonna believe this shit. And it's that way. Ying is a whole word. Ying. You ain't gonna believe this shit.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, because that whew, bro, I love it. I gotta ask, and I always wonder this because I have a couple in my bank here, but as much as you love true crime and you investigate these cases and you deep dive into them, which case has troubled you the most?
Probably
That's always a good one.
Alton Brown, because there were kids involved. And they were just depraved, and that I still like right now. I want to, 2-piece, because what the fuck, man? Just that one, yeah. You gonna make me find my blunt. Yeah, the rest of them, yeah, but that one, yeah.
I can dig it. I some of the stories that you tell, I've heard them on other pods before. Just not many though, probably only like 3 or 4 of them. But as I'm listening to it, like the story that Grim Sleep in particular, I've heard that story like 3 or 4 different times. But when you told the story, it came alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put it this way. The thing for me in a hip hop song that makes me believe that a hip hop story song is a good one is if I close my eyes, listen to the story, and I feel like I'm right there walking through it with you, or walking through it with whoever you're telling that story about. A lot of times when I'm listening to your podcast, my eyes are closed, or I am higher than giraffe tonsils, and I'm in my zone, and I'm literally transported to that place. And because I know I love to watch true crime shit, like I'm from the hood, yo. I ain't gotta say no more. So like I could transport myself into some of those places, and then like you make it very relative. right? So at what point did you realize that, you know what, this shit don't give me trouble when I sleep. I'm good. Like I'm really fucking with this. And more importantly, did you ever consider having a career engaged in that in some way other than just talking about it?
Nope, 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 and nope. I've always been able to use my voice to make things go a certain way. Like customer service was wonderful for me over the phone because I used to like to get the customers that was on 10 and then I bring them all the way down to 0. Because if I get you, like I was telling you with my voice, if you let me get you, I got you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can help you. Oh no. Oh my God. You know what? We are
Yo,
going
Problem
to fix
solved.
this right now. I do
Problem solved.
apologize. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I got you. And then once I got you, you're
I
gonna do
fuck
what I
with
want you to
Renee.
do.
Yeah, Renee made me want to just pay my
Renee's
bills,
fire.
man.
Yeah, Renee's fire. Like, all right,
You know
man,
what's
look, I'm
crazy?
sorry. I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad this
Yeah.
is happening.
You feel me?
She wanted.
I
She
fucking
made me
totally
want to stop
understand.
ducking my debts.
Yo, that is so fire.
Look,
Man,
Oh my
I
appreciate
have
God,
a
you
that's so
helping me.
superpower. It's legit my superpower. If I can get you with my voice, I'll get you to do what I want you to do.
Oh
And
man.
telling the story, I mean, I'm from the South and I come from red clay. Like I was telling you, there's Atlanta and then there's Georgia. I come from Georgia.
Yeah.
And my people, I walk barefoot in the summertime, and we, go and get ice and shit. They told stories and the histories of our people. If that shit was oral and they had to tell you what happened at the
Yes.
juke joint when
Oh,
so and so got shot, like legit, I told it on my podcast, but my granddaddy shot his first wife over a spade game. Man, what? They had to tell you what
she
happened,
said,
blow
man, what?
the
Yeah.
the bitch Renee? No, and he shot
You gonna
her ass.
you gonna know
That's
what
how they
JoJo in the
tell
corner
the
was
story.
wearing?
Right. And then they
That is.
got so I grew up a steady diet of hearing that shit. My big one a bootleg high, so they would be sitting out in the yard talking shit. And as a
Oh
child,
yeah.
you just sit back and absorb and listen. And I learned how to cuss real good at an early age. And not like an old drunk that can string 2 or 3 cuss words together and cuss your ass out.
No doubt.
It's the
She,
greatest.
yo, listening to her talk feel like listening to an Outcast song to me. Yo, that shit crazy. That is wild, yo. Now
Shout out to Dre.
you
My
you
people.
hey, Andre 3000 top 5 MC for me. Been that
Top 5 for
since
me too.
AT Aliens. Been that since AT Aliens. No bullshit. But I gotta ask you. I said I was gonna say it. You made a comment, and I thought this many times myself in regards to the Atlanta child murders, and in regards to Wayne Williams. Um, I too believe that there are a lot of problems with Wayne Williams serving time and being accused of that, but that's not what he's in jail for. And they've never been able to prove that Wayne Williams did anything in regards to that. Being that you live in Georgia, um, what is the overall sentiment of the people? Like, and I mean the people, like fuck the judge and the jury and all that shit. Like the
People,
people,
my
what do
people, my people.
people think?
I have
What do
one of
people
my
think?
best
Yeah.
best girlfriends. Because I'm not from Atlanta. I'm from Macon, Georgia, but one of my best girlfriends, born and raised here in Atlanta, and her brother was best friends with one of the children that were killed. And so I've talked to her extensively.
Mm,
What was going on, what was the feeling, and the people on the street, the black people in the community, just like us, think something in the milk wasn't clean. I mean, Wayne Williams has never been charged with nobody's child's murder. Nobody's. But if you Google or look up Atlanta child murders, you're going to see his name. He is forever linked. They have linked him without prosecuting him, without even charging him to this forever. I mean, like I told my listeners, I struggle with doing it because Wayne Williams didn't do nothing prolific. I talk about prolific killers and offenders on my podcast. He killed 2 niggas. That shit go down in the hood every day.
facts,
There's nothing prolific
facts.
about that. So I would like to interview him. that's on my bingo card for this year. I'm gonna see if he want to talk, because
That's
dude, the
big.
word on the street is everybody thinks that some shit went right. I don't know if y'all remember, back in, I think 2014 when Keisha Lance Bottoms was mayor of Atlanta, they
Mhm.
sent off evidence to be DNA tested. It's gonna prove that Wayne Williams did that shit. Now, you ain't heard nothing else about it. All I know is if it had come back that it actually was Wayne, they would have trotted that shit out and put his ass on trial. They ain't
Oh
said
yeah,
a motherfucking word, not one word. So that tells me y'all didn't get the result that y'all thought y'all were gonna get.
absolutely,
Uh-oh.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What
But
happened?
I'm just saying. Did I
Oh,
get
okay.
You're frozen.
I'm frozen
Uh-oh.
again.
Frozen.
We can
This
hear
is
you.
I mean, we can see
frozen.
you and we can hear you, but you frozen. You know, like,
I am so, and with the finger up at that, bitch.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
You frozen at the best possible moment too.
Hey,
You know what I'm
Booster, that's
saying?
what you should
Yo.
have did to him when he played that music on you. You should have put that church finger on his ass. Like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, nigga.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't know I couldn't do that. Oh man, yo, that shit wild, bro.
Like, this is crazy. Why is the
Yeah,
camera
it's-
not?
Oh shit. Okay, I'm looking, and the funny thing is, it still froze on that same screen backstage. Watch. Well, it might fix
Doesn't
when I
like
bring it up.
me.
I'm doing it again.
Nope. Oh shit, it's bugging the fuck out.
Right.
Oh shit,
Kick me out again, 7.
I got you. Oh shoot. Uh-oh. I feel so rude kicking the guests out repeatedly, but you know. Oh shit.
It's all right.
Oh man,
Best
that's
episode ever.
crazy. Yo, that the funny shit is, I think, yo man, she just gave me an idea. It's already too. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. I was like, that's a whole nother podcast to do it. Like I can't commit the time to do a whole nother podcast. I can't do it. But
I got a question while we wait.
okay.
Do you guys ever have like defining moments in time that you just kind of like, it's just your imagination? You're like, this is going to be like extremely dramatic and I'm going to have music behind it, but you just imagine yourself in it, something's happening and it's the most dramatic shit on the planet. For me, it's the rapture. And so I'm like, well, if I'm thinking about something so dramatic like that, what would the song be in the background? Do you guys ever think of moments like that?
Yeah, ever since I'm Gonna Get You Sucker came out.
Oh yeah.
So
For sure.
what's happening? What's happening when that song's playing?
Mm.
It depends on the song. Like, which song are you talking
Okay,
about?
well, like just think of like the favorite thing that you like to kind of imagine, just on a random day.
Okay, so you're
like-
saying, okay, what song is playing during whatever we're imagining?
right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Mm. Okay. Good question, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. That's a real good question.
And I'm so excited to tell you guys mine.
I mean, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I like the build up. I like the build up. Comedy is about timing. So I want you guys to go first.
I think mine probably would be Onyx Last Days. Yeah. Just like the way it even come on. Boom, 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 boom.
So we're talking specifically about the rapture.
No. Mine specifically is a rapture. Just any moment or something similar, just as far as like comparing the drama behind it, like the dramatic feeling that it kind of evokes.
Okay.
And it could be something intense, like you're beating the shit out of somebody, and it's like, I feel like the fucking king on the planet right now, or you just, you're on stage in front of millions of fucking people. Like, it's just the feeling that you get about it.
Should I say?
Go ahead.
Should I say what I'm imagining when that song is playing? I don't know if that's the smartest thing for me to do right now. Nah, but yeah, it's I'm gonna just say the name of the song is "Last Days" by Onyx. Y'all gonna listen to it if you ain't familiar with it. I think you'll get it.
That's a bad motherfucker, and you're gonna know exactly what the scenario is.
Oh yeah, boom, 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 boom.
So I mean, my brain works different. So like a few things that come to my mind are when I see just like some like real fake, like almost like Stepford Wives type bullshit. Like all of a sudden the Twilight Zone theme music will start playing in my head because I'm like when white women really get on their Karen shit, like yeah, like Twilight Zone theme music playing in my head. Like when I get down to like the grimy shit. You ever heard that song where it's like raindrops keep falling on my head?
Yeah,
Like,
interesting song choice.
Very.
That's wild.
I am dedicating myself to murdering a motherfucker to that song at some point.
That was real white thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was. It was so dry.
And you know the difference? He can say that. I couldn't say what I was thinking.
Exactly. That's the problem. I can say it publicly, like, yo, that song was playing. I killed this motherfucker at this time. Like, my lyrics are never going to be held against me. I'm going to be like, I didn't know I can do that. They're going to be like, innocent.
Man.
Okay.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
There's truth in that. Mm-mm.
So, Renee, were you able to hear the question?
No, I froze and then blanked out.
Gotcha. So my question is, and I think I may have phrased it incorrectly previously, but I'm thinking of like the most dramatic thing that could be happening in your life, and this could be something that you just kind of imagine that makes you feel like I'm the shit. What is happening, and what is the song playing in the background? That's what I didn't ask for you guys. Like, what is happening? That's what I want to hear. And that's why I said it's the rapture for me. Like, what is happening for everybody? And the song that's matching to that moment.
Oh, that's good. Because I have a couple of theme songs that play when the shit is just going. Like, I'm hood in my head, real hood. So Gorilla is like on repeat, get them glow. Oh man, you can't. You know you the truth. Damn right. Damn right. Them hoes can't fuck with me. Get them glow. Hey, when I hear that, it's mine. It's mine.
What's happening? What's happening when that song is playing?
Oh God, I think something is about to go my way. Of course, that's some new shit, but just the theme music when it's really about to go my way. Yeah, I don't know. Like even now, I mean, I'm a brand new podcaster, and I'm here on Pantha Politix, kicking it with you. You know, the music is playing.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
Hey.
Okay.
Get him glow.
All right.
Get him, Nate. Hey.
Nay.
I feel that. I like that.
That's what's up.
So what's yours, Mo?
Okay, all right.
Fine, I gotta know. I gotta know.
Because mine is so funny to me because I'm like, because I said the rapture. I'm like, if I'm being raptured, you know what song I want to hear playing is the thong song. Because it's just the way that Cisco is singing the shit. You ever think about it? He's like, and this is for the sake of the visuals, not the visual of a thong. It's the visual of like how intense Cisco is singing. He's like really giving it his all about this ass in this thong. And you're like, fuck yeah.
Mo never gets to talk shit about me again.
Oh my God.
That's fine. I will die on this hill. That is okay. And I will say it proudly.
That is crazy.
I'm talking about some old white shit playing while I murder somebody, and he's talking about the thong song during the rap.
Right. Exactly.
And somehow I'm wrong. I'm crazy.
No, you're fine.
Oh god.
Because
Yo,
when
that
I'm
is
thinking about it,
hilarious, yo.
Cisco
That is
is like
crazy.
really like yeah.
Yo,
It's
he
like
really was. He was like, baby. Yo, he was going
every-
crazy
exactly,
about the thought.
exactly. You know how intense it would be to like walk up to
Why?
heaven and God is like doing a dance battle with you with the dun, like the breakdown, and then he does another bro, and then everybody's like dapping you up and shit, and then towards the end, it's like as it's fading out, you know.
Cisco
I'm
didn't
too
get
high for this
raptured.
shit.
God has to do it himself.
Yes. Oh my
Fucking-
god.
If you fucking get to the end of that song and you don't feel like you're standing in a coliseum amongst a bunch of angels who have just accepted you for beating the shit out of God in a dance battle, I don't know if you're listening to the song right. Because
Man, Mojo loves ass.
Clearly, we ain't listening to the now all I can see is Jesus saying that thong, 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 thong.
No, but he's like giving you your props. You're like, yeah, you killing it right now. You know, in the dance battle, it's just it's a lot more of like not ass than what I'm imagining it to be.
Wow.
So me and Guy get to be Chris Brown and Usher and just
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
just think about that shit.
That's why we doing
and then you win. Everybody's like, yo,
He said, "Think you win."
You can't beat God. He's God. You know what I mean? And then you get to the end of the shit, and you got the robes on and shit. Everybody's like,
I guarantee if you beat God in a dance battle, you're gonna be in hell before the end of the week.
You gonna be in hell before the end of the song.
Yeah, God is a petty bitch.
God will be like,
Cisco.
Oh, word. That's how we doing it.
Cisco, listen to me. Do this, do this, and pay me. But do this. Don't listen to them. It's a good idea.
Yeah. He's gonna try and keep up his rep, so he's gonna be with it, and then he's gonna be like, "Yo, get this motherfucker out of here."
Think about it.
Yeah,
You
Dave
beat
Chappelle
God,
has
bro.
got to be in that.
Yes. Yes. You beat God.
Or did
Huh? What'd you say?
Say that again.
let you beat him? You know, maybe God was
But no, and that's cool. We'll never know. That's one of those things. Nah, God let him win because God loves all his children.
this guy
Oh, does he?
Or does he? That's what makes the video idea so great. So like
All right. I promise you, I will film this.
Good.
Bro, that is hilarious.
Copyright
yes,
it. Because I don't want my
I got to
name
be
stolen.
there.
I'll do it
Oh
for
no,
got to
no,
be
no!
there.
I am more than happy to put my name on this, and I am going to say concept and executive produced by Mojo Barnes.
By
Yes.
Mojo Barnes. Yes, indeed.
Like it's a crump
indeed.
battle, bro. Like you remember back in like 2008, it's a crump battle. And then everybody's like,
I was scared they was gonna break something. Oh
sorry,
man.
Renee.
Oh, my bad. Nah, Renee, you gotta tell us about the new segment that you're gonna be doing every other week.
Yo, the people wanted more, and I had to figure out a way to give it to them. So I came up with the Love Kill series because a little lighter than the prolificness of the murder, kill of Melanin Mayhem, but just how, love makes you do stupid shit. And there's some people that have done some real stupid stuff out here in the name of love, of loving somebody too much. And that's not just man, woman, relationship like that. I'm talking familiar relationships, parents and kids and siblings. And yeah, it opens up a whole new world.
I feel that.
And of course, the first episode I got for y'all is a banger. Look at what it's it's a lot.
Oh shit! And see, that's what I'm talking about. You and the best thing about your show presently, and I think it's something. I think we kind of touched on it, prior to the pod starting. It's very rare that I've seen a singular individual podcast be able to hold my attention and listen. Like I'm able to listen to true crime all the time because it's Mike and Gibby talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to listen to some of the other podcasts because it's multiple people and they're going back and forth off of each other. Like it's not structured like this. Like they're not just having like they telling the story, so they taking different parts. So it's like, and it's dope. But we've said it 100,000 times, and I'll say it 100,000 more. When it comes to storytelling, there's a art to it. There's undeniably an art to it. Monster has a song called the Church on Haunted Hill, House on Haunted Hill, and another song called Church of the Damned. Both of these songs are stories, right? And there's stories that if you close your eyes while he's telling the story and allow yourself to, you'll be there. No questions asked. You're right there. Monster's a great storyteller. Great storyteller. One of my favorites. So when I hear you tell a story and I tell myself, I heard a podcast with 3 people tell the same story and it wasn't this good. You're doing something right. You're doing something right.
I don't know.
When the first time I heard her say murderations, bro, I said, what? Killations? Murders?
I'm trying to tell y'all I'm thrown off. I grew up crazy and books were my escape. And so a good ass book can just take you somewhere. And that's like always been my foundation. Like you can catch me curled up with a book and I'm straight in Barnes and Nobles. And I guess I found a way to parlay my ability to tell a story, kind of like how I like the book. You know how you have a book and then they make it into a movie? I'm pissed off at the movie because I'm like, nah, that didn't happen like that. Nah. What are you missing the good shit? So I don't know. I'm a Virgo. I want you to know the full story. I want you to know that I know what the fuck I'm talking about too. You know what I'm saying? Intonation, you from presenting in front of adults at work, because you know, don't nobody hate going to a corporate team meeting than people at work, right? We could have been doing stuff. Yes. Because are mean and nasty, and they will act a fool at this goddamn event for you. So you got to know how to grab their attention. So I have been able to read a room, and like I said, bring it under my spell.
Yeah, your attention to detail is, and not even just the detail. Like you give such an incredible detail that you can put yourself into the environment, like Sev said. I don't remember the guy's name. If I remember right, it's like Donald or something. But I know that he had like a split personality disorder, and one of his personalities was Mikey. And he was in a trap house living, and they found like multiple bodies in his space.
Yeah.
And the way that you described it, like I could have walked through the building.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Yeah. I love radio, talk radio. Make me, like you said, close my eyes and see it. So I got to make sure that you can close your eyes and you can see it. I got to give you this visual, especially since I'm not giving any visuals. Like this is the first visual my people gonna get, right? I got to get it. So and I only have maybe 45 to 60 minutes to do it. So I've got to use everything in my arsenal to keep you hooked, whether that's the intonation of my voice, these crazy ass words that I make up because I'm from the South and we always got to put a little extra spin on something. We can't help it. Can't.
The moment that you put out a murderation t-shirt, I'm copping.
It's coming. It's coming. I had to get the logo right. So did y'all check the new logo today? New anniversary, so everything's got to be new. You know.
Yes, I like it too. I like it. I mean, the original one had it's a texture to it, and it's very welcoming. So it was good to bring people in. You know what I'm saying? But now that you got them in, and I can tell that you have an active community of listeners. You know what I'm saying? Because they talk, they not quiet about it. So that's dope. And I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I ain't even gonna front. I'm sitting there, and I told her this already, but I'm gonna tell y'all too. I'm sitting there with my headphones on, and I heard her say, "And next week I'm gonna be on the Pantha Politix Podcast." I said, "Damn it, there go." She said it. Hell yeah, that's
Right.
what's up.
Y'all listen to my people.
Yo, I almost fell out my fucking chair at work, yo. But
Absolutely. I'm so glad that y'all wanted me to come on. Like, and it's been so y'all crazy as fuck. Crazy. Cause legit, we've been on the line sevens for
we try. So we've been on for a minute because I mean we've been potting for an hour and change already, and we was already on for almost an hour before the pod even started. So like,
pre-gaming.
Yo, that yeah, you know, just a little something. But oh, I gotta ask you, are you gonna hang around for a little bit longer, or you gotta go?
Good.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, in that case, we ain't gotta continue doing the pod. We can move it along. You know?
Regardless if you found it, you lost. It's just a little food for thought. Food for thought. For the annals of the battles I fought. Giving y'all this food for thought. Little food for thought, yeah. Just some food for thought.
Da. Y'all ain't hear a word I said. But it's okay. I was wanting to try to see if everybody was going to try their lip reading skills out this week, but you know, it's whatever. But on everything, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you're here. We are having a great time tonight, and I'm glad you're gonna get an opportunity to see Mojo get in his bag a little bit here. Before you do, I gotta ask you something. Now, first of all, I don't want to have this political conversation we was planning on trying to have, because I know P brought the topics to the table, and I know he wants to be a part of that conversation. But I do have some other shit I want to talk to y'all about. So y'all know we just did Pod to Pod, but right now I'm proving to y'all that we are still a hip hop podcast, regardless of what y'all think. Kanye West recently said that he doesn't like my beautiful dark twisted mess.
I don't give a fuck what Kanye says. I don't give a fuck what Kanye says. I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
losing my mind about it. I don't give a fuck what he says. That man is insane.
Man.
I don't fucking care. I don't want to talk about it.
That's and keep it moving.
Yeah. I was like, man, this guy is wild.
Congrats to that man. Whatever form he is taking right now, I don't want to fucking talk about it.
Yo, but he said, nah, I gotta tell you what he said. I'm trying to find the quote right now, because he said there's only 3 songs on the album that he liked. And I almost cried when I saw this, because I was like, what? What is it? I'm convinced beyond any shadow of a doubt that you're absolutely insane now. I get it. Okay, cool beans. I get it. In other hip hop news, Ice Cube is going on his first headlining tour in like 30 years, 40 years, something like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Salute to Ice Cube, man. Like I ain't really like the last album, but I still love Ice Cube. So get your shit.
I would assume he's going to do a lot off the new album, but I mean, there's no way that Ice Cube comes into town and doesn't do like some of the bangers of history too. He got to. So yeah. So it might still be worth checking out.
Yeah, he got to.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the other thing? What was it? Yes. Nas, Mass Appeal Records. They got the Legend Has It series coming out soon. 7 new hip hop albums from 7 hip hop icons. Nas, Raekwon, De La Soul, Ghostface Killer, Big L, and I think Mobb Deep is also releasing the project. Yeah, Mobb Deep. So that's gonna be dope. I'm a big Mobb Deep fan. It'll be good to hear P. It's been a while. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. And I'm also very interested in seeing what these artists produce when they don't got the pressure of having to conform to, commercial standards. Like, now it's like, nah, just do you. That's why I want you here. I'm looking forward to that, especially especially Ghostface and De La Soul for sure. For sure.
I'm nervous
Y'all
about Big
looking
L.
forward to that?
I'm nervous about Big L.
Mm-hmm.
It always bothers me with posthumous albums because he did have one posthumous album, but it was stuff that he was putting together. And after that, it's like, all right, everything else, like there might be a reason that it ain't out. So like, let that man's word on his art be his word. So yeah, that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Yeah,
I'm concerned.
I have zero concern that it's going to be bad. It's just a matter of like, yeah, is there a reason why he didn't put that out himself?
I mean, it's a couple of them Tupac albums that came out after he died that I'm like, if Pac was here, he would have never let you do this.
Yep.
He'd have never let you do this. Like, and I love Eminem. Hey, Shady, salute to you, bro. You one of the rappingest motherfuckers in the world. But at the time when you produced that Tupac album, you shouldn't have. It didn't work. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, you know, we do love hip hop here. And I know Renee was like, I really ain't, I ain't up on the music shit like that.
I'm not, and I'm just realizing also that my ass got to go to work in the morning. I ain't on West Coast time. I see him.
Yes. I mean, that's why I was like, yo, if you got to go. I mean, if you got a roll, and that's cool. It's all good. Like, I'm glad you pulled up. Thank you so much, because you definitely, yeah, not having the fourth tire definitely didn't matter tonight. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got busy.
I do appreciate y'all for having me. Love. And New Orleans Nation, I'm going to send them your way. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Tell them come rock with us. Most definitely. Yo, thank you so much. Renee Davis. Make sure y'all check out Melanin Mayhem Podcast.
Do that. And
everywhere.
The Kill series. Don't forget about that one, too. Mm-hmm.
Love kills. All
right.
Kills.
Peace. Yeah, we talked about too much. This is not going to be the last, okay?
Oh, yeah. Not at all. Hit me up. Hey, you already know. We locked in now.
That part. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Man, yeah, she is crazy, yo. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Shit. Have y'all heard any good new shit recently? Anything? Local? Whatever.
No.
I actually had to go back to my phone.
He was like, no.
Well, Project 25 came out.
True that. Project 25. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah.
That's
dope.
So yeah, aside from OC, yeah, nah.
Yeah, man. He yeah, he did his fucking thing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? OC did OC. It ain't, I expected at this point, so it's cool. Oh man. But since we talking music and we ain't heard no good new shit, maybe we can talk about some good shit that's already out. So I mean, with that, I'll pass the floor to Mojo.
What's up? It's Mojo Barnes. This is High Notes, where we cover everything from buds to beats, baby. And on this episode, we covered the re-election by Zelensky. I'm going to be kind of brief on this one. I didn't like it too much. The reason why I didn't like it too much was because I feel like it's kind of stuck in a specific era of hip hop. There's a lot of references on the album about him like I'm in the booth again. I said I wasn't gonna do this again, but I'm in the booth again. There's a lot of references like that, and so I'm wondering if maybe I'm judging it a little too hard, because if it's a matter of him like, I'm kicking the rust off, then okay, this is not bad for like I'm trying to do it again. But if I'm like judging it in comparison to the last couple of albums that I listened to or reviewed on here, I'm like, this is not really my thing, because just I'm listening to it with an ear from 2025, not from like 2003, 2004. Some of the references are kind of like really, really dated. I think some of the for people who are like, I don't know, I feel like some people could be offended for like for the sensitive ear. I'll put it that way. For the sensitive ear, you may not want to immediately run to this album. That's why I say I'm like, this album's kind of dated. Like, it feels dated. It came out in 2024, but it feels dated. So I couldn't really rock with it.
I feel it. I feel
Yeah. So, like, if we're doing the what do we keep? Because I keep forgetting it. Is it the bud ratio, the bud scale,
the joint scale,
the joint scale? I'd have to give this one like a full 5 joints, man.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah. It was a rough one to get into. And I'm only being so harsh because I don't want to sugarcoat it, but I'm also like drunk, and so I'm like I kind of giggle about it a little bit because
I'm smoking that trash shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
shit.
What's crazy is when I'm listening to it on Spotify, because it's a Spotify link, and I'm not logged in because it goes straight to my browser. So it went to like that, I don't know, infinity type shit where it plays just all of his stuff. So it played something like really, really old. And so I was like, oh man. Like he kind of gives me the vibe of somebody like you could really fuck with at like you could really fuck with them at like the High Dive. Like he's
Okay.
really good on stage at the High Dive. Like that's the kind of vibe that I get from it.
Okay. I feel that. Okay. So now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe quite a few of those records are old. Even the ones that are on the newer album. Yeah.
Really?
I think
Okay.
I think some of the records are older. It really has been. So like I know Selinsky did an album in like 2022, 2020, I think it was. Him and my man Short Fuse. Yeah, 2020. They did Misery Music. So I mean, it ain't been a hell of a long time since he put an album out, but see, here's the thing, and I'm gonna tread lightly here because Selinsky, my man, like I've known him for a really long time. I understand exactly what you're saying because when I hear it, I don't hear an evolved version of Selinsky. Like I hear the Selinsky I know, but I don't hear the 2025 version of him, the 2024 version of him. Like when I hear E the Mad Assassin, even though I've been hearing E rap since when I've been hearing him rap, like I've heard it evolve. The way he say shit, the things that he says, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, references being dated. Yeah, absolutely. And that's how you can tell either A, the song is old, or B, you're not giving yourself you haven't given yourself the opportunity to grow to where your pen reaches outside of what you remember. When you write based on what you remember, based off what you're learning, it's very different. Like it's and you can tell, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's what it felt like. It's a what I remember. It's a what I remember type of a vibe when I listen to that.
Yeah, I feel you. Absolutely.
So I couldn't rock with it as like intensely as I wanted to. So yeah, this was not my favorite.
Did you get a chance to check it out, Monster?
So I checked it out like pretty soon after it dropped last year. I didn't get to go back and re-listen to it because, which I normally would, just because I just got back and I had kind of trash reception when I was out there. So yeah, I didn't get to go back and re-listen to it. I will say overall, I really like Solinsky as an artist. I don't. I definitely wouldn't say that this is his best album. Kind of to your point, I would put it on a good par with like, he did his thing on. As I know him to do it. But kind of like we said with some of the like reemerging like legacy artists, it's like if the only reason you're back is to say that you're back, like to Mojo's point, like leaning on it heavy that I said I wasn't gonna do this again, but here I am. It's like to bring it up once, if you need a punch, okay, cool. But like if that's your only message, then like that's a problem. Now I don't know if I would 100% attribute that to him, because I don't remember that being one of my like main thought processes coming out of it. But I will say that if Mojo took that notion, then yeah, that is a rough thing to me. But yeah, it wasn't my favorite project of his, but I do think that, he did his thing, if I remember it the way that I'm remembering.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of look at it like when I see somebody live and I really enjoy their performance, but then I sit down and really listen to the album and I'm like, oh, it wasn't really like that. They just perform it really well. You know what I'm saying? If you ever saw Solinsky in top form on the stage, he could rock. Like he's one of those guys. Like, so when you say on the stage of the High Dive, I understand exactly what you mean. And like and on the stage of the High Dive, or even in a cipher, somewhere you know what I'm saying, somewhere with Solinsky, that's where Solinsky get his shit off. You know what I mean? But those people don't always necessarily create the best bodies of work all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then when you've had a long layoff from it, amongst various other things that I feel like probably affected it as well. Like it's yeah, I feel you. I can't disagree with you. Like I probably wouldn't give it 5 just because of my like I still hear him. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm like, I don't really the project, whatever, but like I still hear you. So it's like, okay, maybe I'm 4.5, 4. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel you. It's not. I'm not gonna like Monster said. If I'm going to listen to Solinsky, I'm not running to that project. I'm probably gonna go to Misery Music more than likely. But yeah, I feel it.
Okay. Well, to not make things so damn depressing, because I feel like it just went from 2. How serious it got, because we've never had a 5 joiner on the
a 5 joiner
on the pod before. So yeah, just to kind of to switch gears a little bit. Yeah. I had some questions that I did still want to ask, just to kind of keep things on like THC tip type of stuff.
Okay.
Why'd you do the robot when you said it?
Because I felt like if I said anything in relation to weed, it was gonna make me feel like a dork. So funny is my go-to. That's
old school. Yeah, no. That it was a good robot, man. I was proud.
Thanks. I used to actually try to be like,
you can't ever call us old again.
No, that's okay. Because you gotta learn from your elders anyway. So I will never be older than you. I
have a Dragon Ball t-shirt.
Yes. Very proud of it. Very proud. Did you guys watch Dragon Ball Z?
One day you might be older than me. At some point, I'm gonna stop
Vegeta
aging.
was my guy.
Vegeta, you said?
Yeah, Vegeta was my guy.
Yes.
I have no idea what y'all talking about.
Oh, Seven, I'm so disappointed.
Yo,
and I'm the one that do karate.
You don't gotta know karate.
You don't gotta know any of the storyline. Just go watch an episode called Vegeta's Pride.
Mm-hmm.
You don't gotta know nothing going into it, but that's gonna tell you who Vegeta is, and man, that's a bad motherfucker. And
Vegeta's Pride.
Vegeta's Pride, yeah.
Okay.
Not only is he a bad motherfucker, but he got some good lines in that one too. And I was just like,
Monster,
okay.
Who do you think Seven would like if he watched Dragon Ball Z? I'm trying to think of one myself.
I think that he would dig the kind of seriousness and because between him and Goku, it's like, they have very similar as far as like power structure, but Vegeta is much more serious and like, yo, I'm gonna get it. And then the fact that he's dry as fuck too, I think Seven's gonna find that hilarious. I think that he would really like Piccolo.
Yeah.
I think that he'll like a little bit of Goku, but like Goku's just a little bit too much of a goofball at times to be like completely invested in him.
Oh man, yeah, I seen I seen a little clip or something that was Goku and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
Goku.
Now I will say Goku eat like a motherfucker. So
shit.
Yeah.
He just kind of embodies a lot of different characters. For some reason, and I really have no idea why, my mind went straight to Raditz.
I can see that.
That name sounds crazy. Tell me more about this person.
Well, he's Goku's brother.
Okay.
So it's in the same powerhouse, but he doesn't hold the same values or morals as Goku. So it's more like, I came here to help destroy Earth.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fucking with that. All right.
Double
I'm
Sunday.
fucking with that. Hell yeah. Now you say you got questions? Tell me
sorry. I'm really flying off track with a lot of my questions on this episode. But my
you're also really drunk, but it's okay.
Yeah. My question was, how does it make you feel that some people have this notion that people who smoke weed are like extremely lazy or unmotivated?
Excuse me. I find it funny, really. I think it's more of a choice of what you choose to do with your high that kind of matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people, like, I know some lazy potheads, don't get me wrong, but I also know some lazy cokeheads, which I think is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just like, now it does kind of slow everything down, but you know what I'm saying? It's all about how you find your way to operate within that. So wow.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, come on, bro. You fucking up everything. The illusion is gone. God.
Oh shit. I think it's weird. Like, I understand why people say it, but I think they just been around the wrong potheads. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been around potheads that ain't got nothing to be motivated about. Like, I could be high as fuck, and it's like, it's time to do what? All right, let's go. It
I
is
think
what
a
it
lot
is.
of it
Like,
comes from just the entertainment visuals as well. Because if you take things like Cheech and Chong, you take things like, you know, even some of the more current like pot comedies.
oh yeah,
Like they lean heavy into like that laziness aspect, or like, you know, just kind of like the goofball aspect of it.
Scooby Doo.
Whoa. You see, monster shit is gone.
Oh shit! I said Scooby Doo, and it went pow.
You
What is
think
that?
it'd
Some
be
kind of
out,
new magic word or some shit? Like what the fuck?
bro?
Oh, you know
Well,
what though?
uh-huh.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold up.
I guess in the meantime, since it's just the weed smokers in the building, oh, he's back.
Nah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's weird as hell. Hold up.
Wow, some conspiracy shit's going on.
Well, what you got? What you got? Give me back.
I was gonna ask. God damn it. Sorry. I was gonna ask. Have you ever had any sort of like high moments where you're thinking about what weed is actually doing to, like, smoking weed is actually doing to your lungs?
Mm.
And I'm not asking this based on any sort of like research. This is just like a straight up question. Do you ever just sit and ponder like the different ways that it affects your body, but just focusing on one thing because we smoke, but it's not like a cigarette where there's a whole lot more, I guess, harm.
Oh yeah, carcinogens and all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'll say this: I probably haven't given it as much thought. I don't know if you saw that article that was on the doc, but that made me start thinking about something, because it was talking about how excessive marijuana use could lead to mental illness or some shit.
Hey.
It says that it fucks with the sector of your brain that could affect like schizophrenia and shit. So
Exciting.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I should smoke more. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we on a ride.
I'm hard headed as fuck.
Bro, the 100 milligram brownies to the faces. Yeah.
Yeah, I want some more of them shits right now. I'd love to go to work with one of those. Like, and I'd be on the phone and shit at work. So like, that shit'll be dope as fuck. I'd be at work and be like, yeah, so I really think you should probably do it. Like, I mean, I don't know. Hey,
I'm
what
just
you
thinking
eating
about
right now?
myself. Yeah, I'm thinking about that shit. If I were at work, I couldn't. I'd probably get fired that day. I'm not lying. I would probably get fired because somebody on my like group or whatever would hear me and they would go, "Something's not right."
I think this motherfucker high, yo. Oh nah, check it, right? So when I was younger, me and my homeboys, we all worked at the same place. You know what? Hold up, before I do this, we can keep talking about weed, but we gotta close the segment at some point.
Yeah.
So salute Zelensky, everybody involved in the re-election. First 5 joint album of the whole cycle, but you know what I'm saying? Run it back. You know what I'm saying? Run it back.
This is Mojo Barnes. This was High Notes. Cover everything from buds to beats, my boy. Shout out to the right.
Yo, that's
All I
wild.
hear.
Yo, the funny thing is, I think Monster and P live pretty close to each other, so Monster might be having an issue with his net too. The more I'm
Damn.
thinking about it, yeah. I mean, that shit's crazy. But nah, yeah, I want to. I be thinking to myself, man, if I go to my job high, I'm just trying to think about the best way to say this. I don't know if anybody I work with watches this podcast.
Right.
uh, but anyway, fuck that. I'm gonna go back to what I was about to say. So me and my homeboys used to work together at this place called I'm not gonna. It ain't there no more. Southern Exposures. We did telemarketing, and we were setting up appointments to do demonstrations for vinyl siding and windows. Some bullshit. But
Say that again. Sorry, I zoned out.
ah! So we was on we was doing telemarketing, and we was setting up appointments to show vinyl siding and windows and shit.
Okay.
Storm windows.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? You said vinyl siding and windows.
Oh yeah, vinyl siding and windows. So
Okay.
so you know how with a house, usually it just comes with regular windows. You can get
Right.
like the storm windows with the extra panes and all that shit. So we did those windows, and then you like the vinyl siding is the shit they put on there, so you don't have to paint the house. It just stay the same. It just stays that way all the time. You do have to maintain it, but like it's not the same as having to continually paint. So, and we would go to work in the morning at 8 o'clock. Go home for break. We live right down the street from the spot, so we go home for break. And all we do when we go home, we don't even go home for lunch to eat. We go home to smoke weed. So we go home, smoke like 3 blunts. It's all 5 of us work there together. Smoke like 3 blunts between the 5 of us. We high as a motherfucker, smelling like a motherfucking weed factory, walking back in the joint every day after lunch. Every day after lunch. And I'm sitting in this motherfucker on the phone like,
Yeah.
and the fucking phone ring, and I'm just like, oh, hey, yeah.
Yo, man.
That shit is crazy. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. Oh my god, that shit was funny. That shit was fun. But I did find myself far more successful when I didn't get as high. Like,
Yeah.
I,
It's because you can't function. That's all I think about when I be thinking about you like destroying 100 milligram brownie like it's dessert. we just had the cheese pizza, right?
that's real shit.
Yeah.
That's real shit. Oh
Man.
shit. That is real shit. Oh my god. Hey, bro. I ain't gonna lie though. When that shit first hit me, I was like, oh shit, I think I fucked up. But like after like 10 minutes, I was like, oh nah, I'm good. I'm high as a motherfucker, but I'm good. Like, I'm cool. So when we got back to the Airbnb and I started rolling up, I'll never forget the look on your face. That shit was hilarious. Oh, you was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh
And
shit.
that's why I continue to talk about it to this day.
Yo, that
I
shit
was
was
traumatized.
I was high.
I was traumatized. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I was pretty high.
Man.
I was pretty high. Yo, that shit is crazy. Yo, check this out. So let me ask you this. I seen an interesting position somebody took earlier. He said that they were talking about the greatest diss songs of all time, and without fail, if you're talking about diss songs, Hit 'Em Up is gonna come up at some point. But my man was like, "Well, I actually like Bomb First better than Hit 'Em Up," and I was like,
Say what?
he said he likes Bomb First better than Hit 'Em Up.
Bomb.
And I was, oh no, Against All Odds better than Hit 'Em Up, and I was like, damn, you know what? Against All Odds is better than Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up is an iconic song because of what it means to people, and because of the vitriol that was. But like, if you really listen to it, they ain't rapping like that. Like the rapping is way better on Against All Odds. And I like the beat better because I already heard them do that shit. Like, yeah, cool. You rapped on their beat, but yeah, whatever. Okay, but so I don't know. I was wondering, what do you think? I mean, I guess first of all, I never have asked you this question. How do you feel about the Machiavelli album?
I didn't listen to it. The reason being is because the moment that I got into Tupac, I was starting from the very beginning. I was trying not to sneeze.
It's all good. Bless you.
Thanks.
Oh,
Now when I first got into Tupac, it was like, keep your head up, Tupac. And Machiavelli is not keep your head up, Tupac.
Oh no.
So
Not even close. Nah.
I was like, oh. No, I was like stuck on him dying than trying to listen to any more music once I got to that point.
I feel it. I think you'll find, and I'm only saying this specifically based on what you just said. I think you'll find a good blend of what I think you probably expected on Machiavelli because of Hit 'Em Up and how All Eyes on Me, like he was very aggressive coming out of prison. There's some of that on there, but you'll find a great deal of Keep Your Head Up, Tupac on there too. Like it's yeah, that and the Tupac and the Outlaws album. I rather enjoy both of them. Still I Rise, pretty dope. I'm not the biggest Outlaws fan in the world. I only think a couple of them can actually rap, but like,
yeah.
But I like them together. It's like when they whip Pac, it's like he directing traffic and he bringing the best out of them. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't, check out the Dave East and Ransom album. I think that it's probably one of my favorite albums in the last 9 months or so. OC from NC, Project 25, The Mandela Effect is out. Of course, Ilpo, Wagyu Brisket is out. Check that shit out for sure. Poe Mac just dropped Gasoline Bomber. And we got that Sidebars interview with him out right now everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the work is the work, man. It's about to go down. Interrogation Room about to make their return. All purpose, we still doing what we do, Monday Night Live. We might get back to recording episodes soon, but we do got a special day 3 of the NFL draft. We're gonna be live on YouTube and Rumble, talking all things NFL. We might talk a little NBA too. We'll see. But yeah, getting it in, man. Getting it in. It's happening. Thank you so much again, Renee Davis. Melanin Mayhem Podcast. Make sure y'all tap in, give her a follow, 5-star rating, all that good stuff. Make sure y'all do the same for us. Anybody over here from Noir Nation that came because Renee was here, thank y'all so much for checking in with us. Hope y'all subscribe, follow, and all that fly shit. Keep rocking with us. Monster MP7. Salute to y'all and y'all internet problems.
Bro, the dropout was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was just like, that shit was perfect timing too. Scooby Doo.
Right.
That shit was crazy. Oh my goodness, man.
We miss you, Monster.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all good. We get it popping, man. Yo, salute to the whole SCP West, man. So the Interrogator, No C, Mojo Barnes, Monster, Elicit, and me. Salute to SCP on the East Coast, man. Y'all already know what it is. Thank you, Pretty Kings. Thank you, Echo Limitless. We are Pantha Politix Podcast. On behalf of Mojo Barnes, I am Seven Da Pantha. We'll catch y'all next time, family. Peace.
Son of the morning.
It's coming.
I'm flyer than everybody. You're on cloud 9, higher than everybody. We stepping out on the town, we sliding.